The Kentucky General Assembly came to Louisville to discuss the funding provided for the city in this year's budget. One of the original and longest-standing traditions of the Kentucky Derby Festival, the Great Steamboat Race, was held. And the mayor helped kick off Derby Week in Louisville by taking part in the Kentucky Derby Festival Marathon. All that and more on Louisville This Week. I'm John Ramsey, Director of City Partnerships. Mayor Craig Greenberg's weekly press conference was all about keeping everyone safe this Kentucky Derby.
Being prepared is the best advice. Prepare now for our local citizens. We always encourage you to sign up for Lens Alert, our Louisville emergency notification system. That gives you any information or any emergency alert for whatever you sign up with. We also have created an opt-in for Derby, so you can text Derby to 67283 and receive emergency alerts. We've actually had hundreds of people sign up over the past couple of weeks, and we're very proud to say that now we're at over 50,000 plus people that have signed up, which is double where we were at this time last year. You've heard it time and time again. If you see something, say something. There's hundreds of public safety servants that are going to be throughout the tracks. Know your access route home and park accordingly. Bring your patients. They're going to get you home. LMPD's almost perfected this traffic plan, so they will get you home. Louisville Metro EMS will be on site, and then they'll also be on bikes and UTVs outside of the venue in case something should happen to you outside.
The mayor recognized all the first responders who keep us safe all year, but particularly this week in his weekly Louisvillian Doing Good segment.
The Louisvillians doing great work who are worthy of recognition and thanks from everyone enjoying our city this week are all of our first responders. We saw them all over the city for Thunder Over Louisville. We saw them lining the entire parade route, lining the entire mini marathon and marathon route. And we see first responders working to make sure that everyone in Louisville and everyone who's joining us in Louisville from around the world can have a safe and fun Kentucky Derby Festival events and Kentucky Derby 150.
Several members of the Kentucky General Assembly were on hand for a press conference about the large financial investment the legislature voted to make in Louisville as part of this year's budget.
These are the folks who are going to be benefiting from the investments and the times we spent in the General Assembly to make sure Louisville is lifted up to a better, higher level than we are right now. So I want to appreciate very much for everybody coming out and participating in this. You know, we just concluded a 2024 regular session 2 weeks ago with an extremely positive and productive 60-day session. We approved a responsible yet bold $128.4 billion budget, a $2.7 billion investment package that includes one-time funding to address both state opportunities and challenges, and several key initiatives aimed at making our Commonwealth the best place to live, work, and play.
We were so proud to make some of these transformational investments, and they were deliberate investments because we listened to what the mayor asked of us. We listened to what the Metro Council members asked of us, and so we were very deliberate in what we did.
In recognition of Kentucky Derby 150, the Louisville Metro Police Department has a special badge officers can wear.
With the 150th Kentucky Derby, the Louisville Metro Police Department wanted to do something special. So with that, Chief Villarwell decided to create a badge for the event, and she reached out to retired detective Jim Clark.
Working with a committee of officers, we came up with a design that focuses on the main things here in the city as it relates to the Derby, which is the Twin Spires and the 150th logo. We decided to create not only a badge, but a lapel pin that could be worn by officers in plain clothes, and also a challenge coin to commemorate this event. The coin has the badge that officers are wearing during Derby 150 on one side that is surrounded by a horseshoe for good luck. On the opposite side of the coin is the badge that officers wore at Kentucky Derby #1, was a nod to its historical significance to the department.
The commemorative set was in collaboration with Churchill Downs, G-Man Emblem, and the Louisville Metro Police Foundation. All proceeds from this commemorative set will go to the Louisville Metro Police Foundation.
A popular part of the Kentucky Derby Festival is the Kroger Festivale Chow Wagon.
Do you like it down here?
Yeah.
Getting hot dogs.
Yeah.
Listening to some music.
Yeah.
Are you going to ride any of the rides?
Yeah.
Which one?
A Ferris wheel.
I always come every single year and it's just a blast.
Having a good time, eating the good food.
These look really big.
I don't know what turkey they came off of, but they are pretty big. So we get them, they're already smoked. This is our char broiler, and we just get them a little crispy on the outside. That way they're crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside. I'm from Ohio. Yep. We're about 4.5 hours away from here, so we drive down every year.
They love it. They can't wait to get down here. We bring our clients out today to have lunch at the Chow Wagon. Corn dog and fries, chicken tenders and fries. That's pretty much their favorite. Every year, this is our stop. As soon as we come in the gate, this is where they pull me to. We actually are a day treatment center where we help special needs, intellectual disability adults with their everyday living skills and take them out into the community. We'll be here about an hour, hour and a half, and then we'll walk around a little bit, and then we'll head back to the center.
This is our toy stand, and we do carts and stands, and we sell all kinds of toys for all different ages. We're actually from Dallas, Texas. We travel around, but this is one of our bigger days. We did Thunder, and we're here for the entire Chow Wagon, so yeah, it's been really great.
Almost every year that I buy pins, I get a gold pin. You have to register your pins, all your pins, not just your gold pins, and in order to qualify for the weekly drawings. But the gold pin allows you to qualify for the grand prize drawings, which will happen on the Friday after Derby.
You can get a Philly cheesesteak, a cheeseburger, and also have like a steak loaded fry. I'm at the Chow Wagon, and I will be here for 9 days. Tuned is my grandmother, and every day when we came over, she had 13 children. And every day when we came over there, she cooked and she played a tune for us. So we called her Tunes. So that's why it's named after her. And plus, she taught me everything that I know in the kitchen. Come out and enjoy.
Hi, I'm Sal Melendez with Louisville Metro Public Works. Here's what's going on this week with roadway safety projects, paving, waste collection and recycling, and more. These are the Louisville Metro Public Works paving projects scheduled for next week. Safety improvements are being made on these roadways. Various lane closures and other impacts will be ongoing during these improvements.
Our next large item pop-up drop-off disposal event is scheduled for Saturday, May 11th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at U of L's Shelby campus, located at 440 North Whittington Parkway. Take advantage of this free recycling and large item disposal event.
Go to louisvilleky.gov/pop-ups for the 2024 pop-up drop-off schedule for more information on recycling and disposing of large items. The street sweeping season has officially started. We need your help. If you live on a street that is scheduled to be swept, please make sure that you move your vehicle off the street between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. the day of the street sweeping is scheduled.
Go to louisvilleky.gov/government/public-works and sign up for the Works Week, our weekly newsletter, and stay informed on Public Works news.
Thanks for watching. See you next week.
The 52nd Annual Cherokee Art Fair was held by the Cherokee Triangle Neighborhood Association.
Cherokee Triangle Art Fair, which is 52 years old. Started out 52 years ago as a plant exchange where neighbors would swap a couple of begonias for a marigold and different flowers for different flowers and so on. Then eventually they got a sort of white elephant booth, and then all the booths started arriving, and now we have them coming far from California and places like that, all over the country. And it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful event. We have tons and tons and tons of people.
It's sponsored and run by the Cherokee Triangle Association, so it goes to our neighborhood association, and then all of our monies go back into either running the association or back in the community. So if you're familiar with our Willow Park Summer Concert Series, this helps pay for all of that. We've done a lot of work in partnership with Olmsted and the Metro Parks to redo Willow Park here in our neighborhood. We also donate money to Highland Community Ministries and other nonprofits throughout our neighborhood.
Of our help and everything that goes on to run this, it takes many, many, many hands and minds and eyes to run this wonderful fair. They're all neighbors. They all step forth and show up and help us.
Here at Cherokee Triangle, we're making 4 different crafts that Mickey Maxon. So first we've got our fun, notorious derby hats. We've got our little finger puppets, so it's got many eyes. And we've got some beads over here to make fun bracelets, very similar to Taylor Swift bracelets. Everyone's loving them. And then we've also got tissue paper to make tissue paper flowers.
I'm excited to come because we've been through the show when our daughter was a student at Bellarmine, and I thought it'd be fun to try it ourselves. Yes, this is my first time at Cherokee. It's been a great show. The crowds have been amazing. The weather's been perfect, and getting some good buyers and sending people pieces home.
It is pepper cutting is very traditions in Asians, but mine is Chinese traditions. I've been doing show for 30 years. I enjoy doing the show here. Very nice setting, nice people. I create this from 2D to 3D. These are my creations.
This year, the Kentucky State Parks are celebrating their 100th anniversary. Events are scheduled in parks throughout the state.
2024 is the 100th anniversary of Kentucky State Parks, and we have a year-long celebration for our park system and the contributions that the parks have made to Kentucky. This was a two-day event here at Dale Hollow Park with Kentucky Poet Laureate Silas House graciously offered to do a series of writing workshops. We had one at Cumberland Falls in January, and we're here this weekend at Dale Hollow Resort Park. And Silas has quite a following across the state and across the nation for that matter, but folks were very excited to come here and take part in his writing workshop, which was a very enjoyable and learning experience. It was great. And
I grew up going to the Kentucky State Parks, and I want more people to know about them. People are often asking me to do public workshops, and so it just seemed like it made a lot of sense to combine those two things as Poet Laureate. One of the things I want to do as Poet Laureate is just represent Kentucky as well as I can, and I think one of the things that represents us best is our Kentucky park system. The Poet Laureate for the Commonwealth of Kentucky is meant to represent the arts of the state and to some degree represent the governor's interest in the arts. We're really lucky to have a governor who cares deeply about the arts and all elements of the arts, and so I'm just so proud to be a part of Team Kentucky in that way. I've written new curriculum for Kentucky schools that will allow teachers to teach students how to interview the elders in their family, record oral histories. It's a way to get kids to talk to the older people in their families. I've done this series of workshops. I'm doing a podcast that offers writing lessons for free to anybody that wants to hear them. So teachers can use them, or just somebody who wants to write can use them. And we're also working on an effort to recognize writers in the counties they're from, to put up signs so you know where the Kentucky writers are from. Well, as I do a series of workshops, I'm trying to touch on the foundational elements of creative writing, and sense of place and characterization certainly are two of them. I mean, you can't separate place from the state parks. You know, it's just when you come to the state parks, you get a sense of our natural beauty in Kentucky, but also our culture overall. And that's what sense of place is, not only the natural elements of a place, but also the cultural elements. So it's just the perfect place to teach that. And in teaching characterization, it allows me to talk about the way that a lot of what we love about coming to a state park is being with other people. It's about relationships, you know, and so I'm teaching writers how to build vivid characters on the page that the reader can get to know. I grew up very near two state parks, Cumberland Falls and Levi Jackson. So we utilize those parks all the time. But where we went for vacation was Dale Hollow Lake, which is you know, one of our most beautiful state resort parks. And it has a lodge that I think has the best view in Kentucky. And so I always want to encourage people to come here. When I think about Dale Hollow, I think about, you know, my whole family. It's my family history. It's where we were together the most. We were camping together for 2 weeks, you know, and sort of close together, and spending the day skiing and swimming and cooking big meals and cleaning everything up together, cleaning fish, etc. So it's just like the best family memories for me are associated with Dale Hollow Lake. So to be here teaching a riding workshop and using some of my own riding about Dale Hollow, I've really enjoyed doing that. Well, I think the Kentucky State Park system was way ahead of its time in that it was ecotourism before we had such a thing as ecotourism, you know, because when you come to a Kentucky State Park, the biggest element of it for me is just the natural world that you're able to utilize. You know, here at Dale Hollow, for instance, you can be out on the lake swimming, fishing, skiing, or you can be hiking up in the mountains, these incredible overlooks. There's a wonderful cave here that you can tour at Dale Hollow. So I think that it's a way to get in touch with the natural world. And most of our state parks, you know, offer different levels of how much you want to do that. Like you can be more in wild camping and do that, you know, out in the mountains. And in some state parks, you can be in a luxurious lodge. Most of them, you can have either of those, you know, that you want. You sort of choose your own adventure.
The parks are so important to the communities in which they're located, but they're also important not just when folks want to get away for a few days and take advantage of the beauty of the state parks, but the parks also step up in times of need through natural disasters. When we've had tornadoes and flooding, the parks have opened their doors for families to come in and stay. They provide an amazing resource for the communities in so many ways, and we're just so proud of our state parks and those that are employees for the parks and just all that they mean to Kentucky.
May is National Hamburger Month.
Today is first day of National Hamburger Month. Throughout May, we're having a lot of specials here at White Castle. 103 years, still family owned.
My dad talks very fondly of growing up, and
yeah,
I can't remember, it was 2 or 3 cents a slider or something like that.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. So he came in, we told him a lot about our company, 340 castles, take you a tour back there, the kitchen. We figured if you go back there, we give you an apron if you want to learn how just to set one side of burger.
Hey, how many sliders do you guys make a day? Ooh. Thousands.
It depends on the day. That's where our special happens, right? White Castle has its own bun factory.
Oh, okay.
So he set a slide of 30 hamburgers, learned how to prepare them.
Is that too much?
Nope, that's perfect. How to take them off. Our next step is our seasoning. What we do is we start here and you sprinkle and you go up and down every row.
Okay.
How to serve them to customers. He loves the Impossible Burger, which we always have that healthy option at White Castle too. We want to create that partnership now where we could communicate with each other and see what else we could do.
Thank you, guys.
Not only to help our business, but to give back to the community our businesses do business in. All of our cravers are join cravernation.com. You become a loyalty customer. We have lots of specials out there for all of our cravers. Come on and try White Castle. You'll definitely want to come back.
Metro TV was on hand for this year's Great Steamboat Race. It's been taking place on the Ohio River since 1963.
We are here for the 61st Kentucky Derby Festival Great Steamboat Race, sponsored by our great partner Shepherd Insurance, and it is a phenomenal day to see everyone getting on their board. They're already decked out in derby attire, lots of pink, lots of hats, lots of fascinators. What a great day to have a boat race. River conditions look fantastic, and who knows who's gonna win.
Yeah, I'm waving at all my fans.
The whole festival is filled with pride, but to see the folks lining the riverbanks on both sides of the river, they're having parties in their backyard. It's just really exciting to see folks come out. And not just that, but the people on the boat. We have about 600 folks on the boat partying it up. We've got music playing, we've got drinks and food, and people are just really happy to be out enjoying the weather.
So congratulations to the Bell of Cincinnati for winning the 2024 Kentucky Derby Festival Great Steamboat Race.
Oh, thank you. Officer Walden, everybody.
Well, looky there! Looky there! Officer Walden, a fine member of our Louisville Metro Police Department. The judges missed something. What did they miss? This is your uniform citation, and the Belle of Cincinnati has been cited for speeding on the Ohio River. So on behalf, look at that, it says right here, large vessel exceeding safe speeds on the mighty Ohio during Derby week. And your court location is same time, same place, next year. There you go, presenting you, Captain Bernstein.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out for the fun. Thank you, Mayor Greenberg. Thank you, Albert.
In this week's Metro Council Chronicles, 25th District Metro Councilman Khalil Batshon shares details of a new park coming to his district.
It's a great day in Southwest Jefferson County.
Parks are so important to our quality of life here in Louisville, to making Louisville a safer, stronger, and healthier city.
Windsor Park has been a long time coming, and we're finally making it happen. Hopefully we can bring some light to the district and for this community. My name's Khalil Batshon, council member District 25, and we are in the middle of the Windsor Park project. This is the only park in District 25, which is exciting that we're breaking ground on this park.
Today's Windsor Park groundbreaking is a major milestone on spreading the park's movement to another part of our city.
It's extremely exciting and awesome, the fact that we are breaking ground on this.
I've been with parks for 14 years, and we've only been able to have a raw piece of ground to build a brand new park twice. This is the second time that we're actually just building a brand new park from scratch. So this is extremely exciting for us.
Phase 1 will include a splash pad, restrooms, creating a space for families to gather and children to play. This park also is right at the Louisville Loop trailhead. It connects right there at the Louisville Loop, right here at Pond Creek. And this is just the beginning, as I plan to work hard with the council colleagues to gain funding on Phase 2. This land went back and forth between MSD and the city for quite some time. It was generously donated by the Windsor Forest HOA to District 25, and it went back and forth because it's a floodplain between MSD and Louisville Metro, and passion and persistence has brought us to where we are today.
A lot of people to thank, the council and MSD, and the administration. This has been a huge hurdle for us to get over to get this going, but we could not be more excited. Lots of partners and a lot of people went into what you're about to see here be built this summer.
Because we need to start making sure that everyone feels that this is one Louisville, that we're focused on all parts of the city just as we are. And so building a new park right here in Southwest Louisville is amazing, and I'm so excited and grateful.
This project is going to be 10 acres, and we can lead into the 30 acres behind us. Phase 1 will feature a splash pad, bathrooms, and a small walking path.
The Metro Council is a great partner and a great supporter of parks, and we will continue to invest in parks like Windsor Park in other neighborhoods across the entire city.
We hope that this is going to be open by the end of the summer, early fall, so we will have some time for this park to be open.
The name Windsor Forest reflects the outstanding community involvement and engagement by leadership and the nearby Windsor Forest subdivision, who have advocated for recreational use for this space for years. 20 to be exact, right, Mike? Over 20 years. And today we see the fruits of that labor. Hayden, go back. I'm looking forward to getting this project started. We are obviously breaking ground today on Phase 1, hopefully for Phase 2 to come in the next year. It's exciting. We are glad to have it. We're glad to be working and partnering with Louisville Metro Parks and Recs and District 25 to make this happen.
Thousands of runners took part in the Kentucky Derby Festival Marathon, including Mayor Craig Greenberg. Thank you for watching. Please share Metro TV with your friends and ask them to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or X, and download our Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire TV apps. Have a wonderful week.